A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Sura 48, Al-Fatt-h, Victory. This surah has 29 number of verses. It is the 21st uninitialed surah, 82nd uninitial revealed, and 111th revealed overall. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the All-Gracious, the All-Merciful, we have indeed granted you a proven victory. For God will forgive all your past sins as well as your future ones, and has completed His blessings upon you and will guide you to the straight path. And God will grant you triumph, a mighty triumph. He is the one who sent down tranquility into the hearts of the faithful in order to increase their faith. And to God belongs the armies of the vacuum and matter, and God is all knowledgeable, all wise. For He will admit the faithful men and the faithful women into paradises with flowing streams beneath them, to abide therein forever and remit their sins. And this in the sight of God is a great victory. And He will punish the hypocrite men and the hypocrite women, and the men who set up partners for God, and the women who set up partners for God, for they have harbored evil thoughts about God. Evil will encircle them, and God's wrath will be upon them, and He has cursed them and has promised them Gehenna, a miserable abode. And to God belongs the armies of the vacuum and matter, and God is almighty, all-wise. We have indeed sent you as a witness, a bearer of good news as well as a warner, that you may believe in God and His messenger, that you may support and honor Him, and glorify Him day and night. Indeed, those who pledged their allegiance to you are really pledging their allegiance to God. God's hand is above their hands. Therefore, whoever violates it, the violation is only detrimental to him. And whoever fulfills his covenant, God will soon give him a great recompense. The sedentary among the Arabs say to you, we are preoccupied with our jobs and our families. Therefore, ask forgiveness for us. They utter with their tongues what is not in their hearts. Say, who then has any power in the least to protect you from God, if He wills any harm for you or wills any benefit for you? However, God is all cognizant of what you do. But you thought that the messenger and the faithful would never come back to their families, and this was pleasing to your hearts, and you harbored evil thoughts, and you became wicked people. And anyone who does not believe in God and His messenger, we have prepared for the unfaithful a raging inferno. To God belongs the kingship of the vacuum and matter. He forgives whomever He wills, and He punishes whomever He wills. And God is all forgiving, all merciful. The sedentary will say, when you come across any unexpected gain, let us follow you. They wish to change God's word. Say, you will not follow us in this manner, for God has said so previously. They will then say, you are jealous of us. On the contrary, they only have very little understanding. Say to the sedentary among the Arabs that you will be asked to face a people who possess a great might. Either you fight them or they make peace. Therefore, if they obey you, God will give you a wonderful recompense. But if you turn away like you turned away in the past, He will make you endure a painful suffering. There shall be no blame on the blind, nor is there any blame on the disabled, nor is there any blame on the ill. And anyone who obeys God and his messenger, he will admit him into paradises with flowing streams beneath them. And anyone who turns away, he will make him suffer a painful suffering. Indeed, God is pleased with the faithful who pledged allegiance to you under the tree. He knew what was in their hearts, therefore he sent down upon them tranquility, and he rewarded them with an immediate victory. And they also acquired many unexpected gains. And God is Almighty, all-wise. God has promised you many gains that you will acquire. He therefore has hastened this for you, and he has withheld people's hands from you, in order to serve as a sign for the faithful, and he guides you to a straight path. And others whom you were unable to defeat, God took care of them, and God is all-powerful over all things. And if the unfaithful fight you, they would turn their backs and flee. Then they would find no ally or a helper. Such is God's system that he has maintained in the past, and you will never find any change in God's system. And he is the one who withheld their hands from you and your hands from them within Makkah, after he granted you victory over them. And God is all-seer of what you do. They are the ones who remained unfaithful and barred you from the sacred mosque, and even prevented your decreed offering to reach its destination. And there were faithful men and faithful women whom you did not know them, and you were about to hurt them unknowingly. But God admits into his mercy whomever he wills. If they had been separate, we would have surely afflicted the unfaithful amongst them with a painful suffering. While those who remained unfaithful had disdain in their hearts, the disdain of ignorance, then God sent down his tranquility upon his messenger and upon the faithful, and he made them adhere to the word of righteousness, and they were more deserving of it and worthy of it. And God is all knowledgeable of all things. Indeed, God fulfilled his messenger's vision truthfully, that you shall enter the sacred mosque, God willing, completely secure, with heads shaved or a short haircut, and you will have no fear. For he knew what you did not know, and besides that he granted you an immediate victory. He is the one who has sent his messenger with guidance and the religion of truth, in order to overcome all religions. And God suffices as a witness. Muhammad is God's messenger, and those with him are stern against the unfaithful and compassionate amongst themselves. You see them bowing and prostrating, seeking God's bounty and his approval. Their marks are on their faces because of repeated prostration. Such is their example in the Torah, and their example in the Gospel is like a plant that grows taller and stronger, pleasing the farmers and enraging the unfaithful. God has promised the faithful who lead a righteous life forgiveness and a generous recompense.